Cleveland's coming off their first playoff win since 1994. But the AFC champs put an end to their magical ride. Get ready for a divisional round rematch in Week 1. It's the Browns and Chiefs, and it's next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers were in single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Rashad Fitton, the one to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mayfield on play action. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mayfield finding Beckham. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Mayfield to throw it. go deep for Beckham. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Parkey is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And Kansas City drafted McCole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. If it's close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. And now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Browns are back in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 2nd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Mayfield now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Here's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. From the 27th, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got it. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. And this is caught and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here, hauled in. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes to throw once more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it's second down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. From the 29, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mahomes now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City! Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On second down and 4. Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that it's Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem punt, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now.
Well, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cleveland offense making their way out, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Parkey adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, called it the 26. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy!
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mayfield. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st. Touchdown, Browns! Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now parking for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Baker. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Connecting with Hill, and he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. A 6, maybe 7. A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remain for second down. Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Mahomes will throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But but the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Mahomes now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Nice move there. Looked like nobody open. Then second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And A good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Kansas City, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.